The differences between women and men, and no, not in that way. What women say and what men hear. For instance, about a week ago, my hubby said, "Oh, look at the quail, they're feeding in the yard. It's that time of day." And I said, "Oh yeah, I've seen them. They've been there for a couple hours." What I said earlier, like a couple hours before that, was, "Hey, my yardbirds are in the yard," and yay, I don't know, I guess he didn't hear me or whatever. Anyway, so that is one instance. I just mean what I said. Oh yeah, I knew they were there. They've been there a couple hours. He, a couple hours later, is saying, "Hey, the quail are in the yard feeding." Now, a more serious incident was a couple years ago. I seem to attract texting and driving people, and I was in an accident involving one of them again. And I was about 4 hours away from my hubby, and it was the beginning of a work week. And I had called him. I told him I'm okay. The vehicle can be fixed. More importantly, though, I'm okay. I was quite a bit shook up, but I was with a relative who came to pick me up, and I was just not in a good mood. I was just irritated about the other driver and about the situation that other driver put me in. And so I had no supplies. I had no jammies. I had no shower stuff. I had nothing there. I had no dog food for my service dog. I had nothing except myself and my service dog. And this relative and the spouse, they were really good to me. I'm not saying they weren't, but I was in a very, very bad place. And I had talked to my hubby a couple times during that evening, and he had said, "Hey, I'm just gonna come get you." And I said no. Just work out just finish the work week out, and then you can come get me on that Saturday. And so he did so. When in reality, what I really wanted him to do was come get me and then take me home, and then everything would be okay, for considering the vehicle would not be fixed yet, but everything would be okay because he would have came and got me. In reality, I should have said, "I want you to come get me. Please come get me." That is not what I said, so therefore, that is not what he heard. He didn't hear, "Please come get me." What he heard was exactly what I said. "No, I'll be okay. Just work the week out and come get me on Saturday," which he did. Other instances, for instance, it's not just my hubby, it's our son. I will say, no, I've got everything, when, if you've ever watched a video before of mine, you will know that I've said I do not like to ask for help. So, our son will be watching me struggle with whatever it is that I'm struggling with. I've got a whole wheelchair load of stuff, and I'm just wheeling, and I'm struggling, but I'm wheeling, and I'm not going to ask for help. And he doesn't offer help. I guess bad on me. I should say, "Could you please help me?" But I do not. So I guess in many instances, what the men, at least in my life, hear and what I'm saying, I guess I should be more clear, like, "Hey, would you freaking please help me?" Or, "Hey, would you have please freaking come and got me?" Or, "Yeah, I see the quail," and instead I acknowledged that I had seen them and mentioned it a couple of hours before. I don't know if there's others out there that have this. I'm really working on it. We've been together for 34 years, and it is something that I noticed throughout the years that it's just something that happens probably on a daily basis, but a lot of times I notice it in bigger instances, like the quail, where we're sitting there and we're listening to the quail outside, or the bigger instance with the vehicle incident. I also chalk it up to he works, his type of job he works, he didn't always wear ear protection as he should have and as he does now, and so he doesn't have the best hearing. And I chalk it up to him thinking that I said one thing when in reality I said something else. In fact, so much so I will be laughing so hard I'm crying, because he'll say, "Did you say this?" And I will say, "No, but I'm laughing so hard that I don't even remember what I said, because he thought I said this." I just want to let you others out there know that you are not the only one that has what I call, I guess, a little bit of communication gap, where you're saying one thing and they're hearing another thing. And I guess it probably is true. Women and men's brains are wired so very different, and I own up to it, by the way. I do know I've gotten better at it. I bit my tongue several times instead of just saying, "Yeah, a couple hours ago I heard the quail and I mentioned it and you just didn't say anything." But I've gotten better, and I hope that gives you guys a laugh. I hope that helps you if you're in the situation I'm in, that it is not just you, it is me as well. And just, you have to chalk it up and just laugh about it, because it's better to laugh than to cry. It's also better to laugh than to just make an argument out of it, which many people can and do. And I want you to follow me at TammyKey710 on Instagram, and please subscribe. And for those who know my awesome service dog, Miss Charlie Girl, here she is. Say hi, Charlie Girl. I want to thank you, and see you next time. Bye.